Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and I am back with another beach spread featuring some photos from the last time I went to the beach, which is featured in my Autumn Traveler's Notebook. Yes, you heard that right. My Traveler's Notebook for Autumn does include beach pictures because that is one of the perks of living in Florida. Now this was a lovely trip we took down over to Cape Canaveral in the Cocoa Beach area, and it was seasonally warm and the water was beautiful. Very nice, very relaxing, very refreshing, and that's what I wanted this intro page for the beach section to really feel like. And I am super excited to dive into this Echo Park sticker sheet. 12 by 12 sticker sheets used to not be my thing, but now I've gravitated very heavily towards them. And throughout the process videos here and over on Patreon, you'll find that I come to this sticker sheet a lot. And while I didn't use it up completely, which is a little bit of a spoiler, I do anticipate to finish it up this year sometime is my real hope, but we shall see. I didn't know I'd ever make this many mermaid related layouts, but here we are. And I also wanted to include a couple other stickers from my stash. So really, with a Traveler's Notebook, you don't need much to get started. So if you're just getting into scrapbooking, or you want to get back into scrapbooking, start with something small. A Traveler's Notebook like this, which can fit a 4x6 vertical photo, and if you want to do portrait style, that'll work out well, but if you want to do landscape style, you could always turn the page if you want to do 4x6 measured the other way. So it's a really great and versatile project, especially for those wanting to do something that's portable, smaller scale, needs less supplies, feels less intimidating. I recommend something like this. They usually run around 25-ish pages, so you can really still get in a lot of photos. But to get started for my spread today, I have 3 photos. One is a 4x6 and I have 2 3x4s. I've trimmed down the 3x4s a little bit more just so they fit nicer on the page so that I could do a nice frame around them with this paper pad, which of course I'll be reusing throughout this project and these beach photos, which is the Feelin' Naughty paper pad. That's naughty spelled N-A-U-T-I, like nautical. And it is so cute from Craftsmith. It's a couple years old from Michaels, but those Hot Buy paper pads had me in a tight grip at one point, so I have many of them to go through. So I pull out this mermaid scale or fish scale one as my background and then start using some pinks as the other layering pieces because there is pink and teal in the sticker sheet and I want to make sure I used up those colors to match this page. Now another thing I've been having a lot of fun playing with lately, and I did a whole video of this over on Patreon, is acetate shapes. Now this set is from Ellie Studio, and I end up using a lot of these in my projects for the beach spread specifically. And it is super duper fun to have something that's semi-translucent on a beach page. It just reminds me of the ocean and how the waves come up and you can kind of see through the water, and then as you go deeper out it gets seaweed, murkier, sandy, all of the things. But it is such a cool idea to have acetate to correlate with the theme of your page. So what I do is I settle on the left hand side here to have the welcome picture and also feature this beautiful coral and floral, which is actually a really cool idea to put coral and floral together on pieces. But that beautiful sticker, again, from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, it is such a gorgeous color scheme, and it includes purples and the teal greens and the pinks and some dark pinks and some blue, of course. But I really, really loved it, and to coordinate with that, I pull out the banner. And while the banner was originally too large for my project, I just cut it in half, and then I could use half on each side to create a sort of cohesive look between the two pages. Now for the right hand side, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So like I said, I have a 4x6 of my boyfriend walking into the ocean, and then the 3x4 is of my legs in the sand, which I thought would be good for this kind of idea, which I've seen in lots of magazines, in ads, and all sorts of stuff where you layer the 2 rectangular, square, whatever size pieces or whatever shape you're using on top of each other in sort of a diagonal format. Now I've also seen people do this with the exact same photo, maybe one black and white, maybe one in color, just to get more emphasis. So originally I wanted to have a frame around it, but then I realized how the colors went together was so smooth and nice and just created this cool effect that I took off the backing for that one and just wanted it plain on this side and then to decorate with my acetate and stickers. Because again, I wanted to bring in the banner, I wanted to bring in some of the Ellie Studio acetate, so that's where I started here. And so next up, I'm going to start figuring out how I want to attach these acetate pieces, With a traveler's notebook, you want to make sure that you know what you might be putting on the other side, and in this case you might be putting no pattern paper on the other side like I'm actually doing on this spread today. So I don't want to send a staple through my project if I don't know what's going to be on the other side right away. So that's what I end up doing, is using a micro glue dot, which are very convenient to have. It's definitely one of the favorite sizes of glue dots I've ever had. And I was never a huge glue dot person before, but they come in such handy times when you have acetate pieces like this. So before I go ahead and commit to the banner in the top right, I wanted to make sure there weren't any other cute little pieces I wanted to use on this page. So I put the banner up there with a little extra adhesive. I definitely want to do that for these types of cardstock stickers, especially when they're that close to the edge, because you don't want them accidentally popping off when someone's thumbing through the actual album itself. So I get those into place and then start having fun with more of my stickers, which I've definitely become a sticker-holic as of late. It is definitely one of my favorite things to add to pages now and have fun with. The next portion that I start working on is right here, this awkward space between the two photos. I end up filling up with these beautiful coral and shell stickers, which I know can be a pain sometimes when they have stickers that have white outlines and you're putting them on top of something that's not a white background. But if you do it enough times and in a sequential order and it makes sense, it can really work out nicely, and you don't need to worry about that sort of blending with your background. It's not going to stick out if you have more than one on your page as such. You'll also notice there's a lot of little stickers on here, like phrase stickers, and I actually used one of those to cover up the geotag that I ended up putting on the right hand side. So since you could see the glue dot through it, I wanted to cover it up a smidge and use that different phrase sticker to add that. Now at this point you may be wondering, what the heck am I going to do with a title? Where could I possibly put a title? And that is where acetate comes to save the day yet again. I have this cute piece from, again, that LA Studio set that says "Let's do this," and it's a white acetate shape. So I want to make sure that goes on top of a colorful background. And so I end up putting a glue dot on the bottom half of it so that I could then tuck it under my photo layer to have a nice sort of almost half circle, more like 3/4 circle vibe at the top right of that left hand side. And then I go in and add, of course, a bunch more stickers. I just loved this color scheme so very much, but they were very unique colors compared to what was in my stash. There's a lot of purple, some unique greens and teals that I didn't feel like my stash really represented well. So I wanted to stick within this sticker sheet as long as I could for this particular page, but I do bring in a couple other stickers to finish off the look. So once I add some shell stickers, I also bring in these label stickers, which are from Freckled Fawn. And again, I want to go for that unique purple color. It's hard for me to use on a normal basis, so whenever I have a chance to use purple because of something a collection introduced, I do try to use it, and that'll help me have a journaling spot for this page to talk about going to the beach and being there the first day and immediately swimming, of course, when we got there. And then I thought about adding a couple of these colorful hearts. Now these weren't the exact shades that I wanted of the like light green or of the pink, but the purple was quite close to some of the purples they used in there, so I'll actually go back and revisit those in a different project. But to finish it off, I actually go for some of these dark blue stars because I thought they were pretty and added just enough sprinkle to the page to make it complete. But I hope you guys enjoyed this process video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And if you want more beach content, that's the focus over on Patreon this month, so come join us and we'll have a ball at the beach. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!